Government corruption has never been more prevalent or caused more harm. It's why extremism is on the rise. It's why the financial gap between the haves and have-nots has never been wider. And it's why our planet is at risk of an extinction level tragedy. That's why I need your help to keep exposing the truth about the rot on both sides of the aisle. Become a supporter or a friend of the show today by clicking on the coffee link in the description box below. Friends of the show join me on a Zoom hangout once a month, and you guys can ask me any questions you want, and I can get to know you better. But the most important reason to help is to keep the show alive. Together, we can and will save our country and our planet. Thanks in advance and enjoy the show. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Plants and Politics. I have an update to share about one of Trump's Capitol insurrectionists. It's time for an episode of Where Are They Now?
Matthew Bledsoe was arrested.
Patrick Montgomery was in court.
Jonathan Manapa will stay in federal custody.
No, I don't take responsibility at all.
So I just recently shared the sentencing of Derrick Evans with you guys, and literally the day after he was sentenced, he went on a right-wing radio show and he lied about what he did at the Capitol and what his intentions were that day. Literally less than 24 hours after he received 3 months behind bars, Evans goes on this radio show and he tells the host that he, quote, had no intention of entering the Capitol. And he said, quote, I never honestly thought that we was going to be inside the Capitol. Never crossed my mind. And he told the audience, quote, nobody was trying to get inside at that point. They wanted to get to the Capitol steps, basically, make their voices heard. And what he was referring to there was after they had breached the barriers, he said they had no intention of going inside the Capitol, which is complete and utter bullshit from all of the evidence that I have shared with you guys and all the people who have said with their own mouths that that's what they were going to do. That's what their intention was. And he tells the host that he has a video that shows a, quote, lady police officer waving people into the East Plaza. So the prosecutor filed a notice with the court. They alerted the court to the fact that Evans did this complete 180 after being sentenced and that he contradicted what was actually seen in his own videos. The prosecutor wrote, quote, in Evans' live stream video, rioters are screaming as they grapple with bike rack barricades and push against a line of police. There is no police officer visible on Evans' live stream video waving rioters into the plaza. And Evans himself states in the video just after the barricades were breached, quote, they're in, we're in, everybody's in. There's too many of them to do anything about it. Every side, every angle. And in court, Evans had told the judge how much he regretted his actions. You guys probably remember me relaying his words. But then on this radio show, he tells a completely different story. When he was asked by the host if he regretted his actions on January 6th, Evans told him that, well, yeah, if I had it to do over again, I might not enter the building. But then he said, quote, I regret I'm going to be away from my family, but I'm never going to regret standing up to tyranny and standing up for the people who believe in me and standing up for the future of my children. I'm never going to have regrets when it comes to standing up and doing what's right at the end of the day. So it's right to overthrow a legitimate election. It's right to not look into the evidence and just believe all of the lies that you're being told online. And then he went on to tell the host that the worst thing he witnessed that day was someone standing on a statue for a picture, which is also a flat out lie. Evans also stated that, he believes still that the presidential election was, quote, without a doubt stolen. So he's an idiot. He's a liar. And remember, this is the guy who went into court and he told Judge Lamberth that he was just a, quote, good person who unfortunately was caught up in a moment. And he said, quote, I will forever bear the reminder that I made a crucial mistake. I've let down myself. I've let down my community, and most importantly, I've let down my family. Unfortunately, the prosecutor in this case is not requesting a modification of his sentence. Seriously, clearly the majority of these people don't regret anything. They still believe Trump's whole fairy tale about a stolen election, and they don't regret it. They say whatever they need to say in front of the judge. And I've shared this saying with you guys many times, but it bears repeating, especially in something like this, that it's easier to fool someone than to convince them that they've been fooled. And, another appropriate saying that I thought of when I was reading this story is that you can't teach someone who doesn't wish to learn. This guy is giving up 3 months of his life with his family, and he'll never be legally allowed to own a gun ever again because he had to plead to a felony. And he still doesn't get it. He still doesn't get that he has been duped. While the king of the Oompa Loompas is down riding around carefree on a golf cart at Mar-a-Lago, and his minions are out there having their devices seized and their homes raided. But this guy still believes it. He still believes, nope, yeah, I was right. They're all wrong. 60 plus judges were wrong. I know better. Unreal. Anyway, guys, when and if I hear more about this guy, I will let you know. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Take care. I'll talk with you soon.